up, what's up, what's up? Hey, what's up, what's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? Before anybody even says anything, I own 3 of these shirts. You've seen me wear them over the years many times out of a store. But I got 3 of these. This isn't the same one from yesterday. It's the 3rd time I've wore this shirt this week, but it's 3 different shirts. What are y'all up to? What are y'all up to? Come on in. I told you I was going to start going live again, chat. I told you I was going to start doing it. What's up, my jewelry addiction? How are you doing? W's in the chat. What are you up to? Just doing a little live here. Ooh, my phone tripod sucks. I really need to fix this. I really need to fix it. What are y'all up to? We are live on YouTube. I told you guys I'm going to start doing lots of lives. Hi again, fancy meeting you here. What's up, my friend OG Carol? How are you? How are you? I hope you're doing well. The Salt Princess, you're a moderator too. What's up, Michaela? What are you doing? What are you doing, Salt Princess? Dang, got that moderator wrench going on. What are you up to? I'm just chilling, just sitting in my garage, minding my own business. Is that the dang? What the heck? What up, Storage Invader 702? What are you doing? Just cold chilling. Yeah, it's a little cold out here in Placerville. Stressing, I'm quitting smoking day 2. That's going to be one of my next things I do, David. That is going to be one of my next things I do. I quit smoking weed not too long ago. Next is cigarettes. I need to do it. I've been smoking too much lately because I have a lot of anxiety and stress going on. And yeah. My jewelry addiction, that's tight. Fresno's not too far from me. When I go to the Stockton flea market, it's about an hour and a half south of there. I'm great spending time with my 2-year-old granddaughter. She's my life. Let's go. That's awesome. Kids are awesome, man. My absolute favorite thing about my life is being a dad. You guys have got to watch me raise Michael and Michaela over the last couple decades. On top of that, I was in a relationship for a while where you guys got to see 2 older children who became part of my heart. And in the last 6 years, you guys got to watch 2 more children be in my life. And I love being a dad. It's probably the only thing I've truly enjoyed about life. There's not a lot of things that make me happy, or I don't like to do nothing. I don't care about much, you know what I mean? I'm 1.5 miles from Folsom Prison. Let's go. David, you're in Folsom? That's crazy. You're close to me. What's up, Jack? What are you doing? I'm just doing another live. I'm going to start doing lives all the time, Jack. I'm going to damn near try to turn this into a podcast channel. This is going to become, I think, like a podcast channel. I'm just going to do these weird lives because I like it. I miss it. I ain't done this enough, and I need to start doing it. It's fun. What's up, even Little Devil Light got a wrench. Let's go. You guys feel free to hit this like button up here. I don't know where it's at, but I see it way up there. Feel free to smash the like button. I don't know what it looks like on your guys' end. Jack, why are you driving and texting, buddy? Why? That's not a good, you're not a good role model right now. What does this do? Let's see. Let's see what this does. I don't even know. Let's try this. Oh my God. That's funny too. Let's go with Big Head. Let's see what Big Head does. So yeah, what are you guys up to? I like to break the rules. I feel it, Jack. I feel it. You want to be a rebel. I get it. That's funny. I'm playing with the little buttons here because I haven't seen this before, you know? Nothing's changed. I feel you. I feel you. That one's a cool one. Nothing's changed. So what are you guys up to? What's everybody doing today? I'm just chilling. I just had a long day. I got back from the hospital. Spent the day trying to take care of some things. Had to go to the hospital and then set up some appointments at some other places. And other than that, I've just been chilling. That's about it. Nothing changed. Chilling out by the pool, having meeting of the mind. Let's go. Let's go. What's going by the pool? What's going on by the pool? I have a lake down the road. I wish I had a pool. I'd probably jump in that mofo right now, but the lake is probably cold. The lake is probably cold, and it's not warm enough to chill by the pool anyway. I should put my sweater back on. I didn't. I took it off when I went to the hospital because I just don't like people. I was wearing a Storage Auction Pirate sweater, and I had to go to a couple other appointments, and I don't like people like knowing who I am, so to speak. And then they're like, "Hey, look at this guy," and then they're gonna like go check him out, you know. So I don't have my sweater on. I should put it back on now that I'm back here, but Central Florida. Well, damn, it's always warm there. Do you still have your F450? Yes, I do, Michael Green. Why do you ask? Why do you ask? You trying to buy it? You trying to buy it, baby? Oh, yeah, I'm not driving it much, you know. Wait, how would you have seen it? Do you see me? Do you see me out in public or something? What do you mean you haven't seen it? Um, I drive my yeah. Auto prices are dropping a lot. It's shame that I bought it at the wrong time. Sadly, I bought that truck at the peak of the used car market, so I really lost a lot of money on that. Um, but whatever, you know. I drive the box truck a lot because I don't like to put the miles on the F450. It just seems to be it's not cost effective. Plus, it gets horrible gas mileage. And yeah, so that's where we're at with that. What's up, Paul S? Well, that's a shame because I liked and shared the live stream on community page. Let's go. You shared my YouTube live. Let's go. So yeah, as I was saying, like I'm gonna start trying to do more lives. I miss doing it, and it's time I get back into action. We did a little chat last night. The chat really enjoyed it. They want me to do more, so I decided I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna do my best. I like I said, I got a lot of free time. I'm not really motivated to work. I'm trying to work on some personal matters and find my peace in all of it. And for that, I really don't care to work. I'm not focused in work, and I just don't want to even try. It's not even, it's irrelevant to me. There's more important matters at hand. So, yeah. What's up, Chuck? What's up, Chuck? Cool, says Gate Smasher. Hoorah. Yep. So, yeah, I'm just, what do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to talk about today? Any particular topics? Any particular questions? It's easy to just talk about nothing, but also hard because you don't want to sound repetitious. And I like these eyes. That'd be tight to have like real contacts like that. Just cooking back, drinking coffee, and listening to the warning CDs here. What are the warning? What's the warning? Rock band. Okay. All right. That sounds like something my son would know about because he'd be doing all that and selling those games and stuff like that. Positives and peace for you, brother. Thank you, freaking awesome. I like that freaking. I like that little play on words. Shouldn't use the word king. People might get mad at you nowadays. I know, I'm a smart aleck. I'm a smart aleck. But whatever. I don't even care. um, add a Q&A sticker. Best thing to find in your pocket. What the heck is... What? There's some weird things. This new live stuff is different. It's not. It wasn't like this before. So nowadays, the way it is kind of funny. What's this plus sign mean? Let's see. Start a poll. Start a Q&A. That's interesting. Chat filters. Community moderation. Pin to live stream. I don't want to pin a product, and then I can share it out. And then here I can hit. Turns it off. Here I can. A 49-second short was uploaded to your channel as unlisted. That's dumb. Oh, no, that was dumb too. All right, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at. When is your next Whatnot show? Sicily, some. I've been kind of chilling. Shouldn't use what he said. I have been kind of chilling on Whatnot. Like I said, I'm not really motivated to work right now. I've got a lot going on in my personal life I don't care to talk about. It's weighing me down, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So with that being said, I'm just kind of held back from Whatnot for right now. And I'm just focused on finding my peace and centering myself and so forth. My next big property on the project is, I don't know, finding roommates. Cutting trees down. Something I really want to do is build a big garden. At some point, I'm going to take the front yard. I don't know if you've seen my front yard, Jack, but if you were to leave my house and go out the front driveway, the right side of the property, I want to wipe out. I just want to take out every tree. I've been waiting to find out how to figure out which trees I can legally cut down. I want to wipe them out. I want to finance a solar power system because they have rolling blackouts here heavily, and it's coming wintertime, so I like a solar system. And then I want to build a big garden. I've always wanted a garden, so I like to get one of those built with, drip systems and things like that. And that will probably be my next project on hand. Outside of that, I would also like to be able to figure out how to buy a couple Amazon tiny homes and put them across the street in my 1 acre that's sitting there. But I would need a permits, B, a power supply, C, septic of some form. And yeah, so that's where we're at there. Only live happens. Take care of yourself first. Understandable, Cicely. Thank you for understanding. You can legally cut down anything that you don't get caught cutting. I'm just looking at like, yeah, that's kind of weird, but true. And I don't want to get in trouble. I can read it. I can read it. Oak trees are illegal in the state of California. I'm told that as long as it has a 36-inch diameter or less at a certain height of the tree, you're allowed to cut it down, but I haven't got that far. I want to get an arborist out here, but right now, since I don't even feel like working, I can't really throw money around. I got to be wise. And so I also have a lot of nosy neighbors. I live in a nosy neighborhood. I don't have an HOA, but I got nosy neighbors, and one of them is an forest ranger, and he's already came and talked to me and told me he'd give me advice, but at the same time that tells me he's probably a snitch and or a busybody. So I don't want to risk doing that, you know what I mean? I don't want to hear 2 months from now like, oh, here's your fine, you cut this tree down. You know what I mean? I feel like the Terminator in T2. I feel like the Terminator in T2 right now. Is this annoying? What do you guys think? Is this filter kind of dumb? Should I take it off? I think if trees have diseases or danger to your home, they could. Yeah, they're not really. How do you define? You need an arborist to come out and say they have a disease. And they're definitely not a danger to my home because I have so many trees. I have like over 300 trees on my 5 acres. Literally over 300 trees. So I don't consider them a danger. I consider them just a nuisance. And one of the things that has bothered me about oak trees too is Anaya is allergic to them, so that's kind of unsettling, even though it seems like her allergies have calmed since we've been here. I don't know personally, but it seems like they're better, but she's allergic to them. But that's good advice, OG. Are you at work today, OG? Are you at work doing nurse stuff? Okay, life happens. Take care of yourself. Yeah. So what are y'all doing? Just don't get caught. That's not easy to do. I'm in the forest for sure, but I'm on the highway and I got nosy neighbors. I have a small little neighborhood. I am at the start of the street, and then everybody has to drive past my house. They use the easement, which I own as the road. And there's a good about 12, 15 neighbors. I'm just not gonna risk it. I don't want fines. I'm not that type of person. My sister always says I'm the type of guy who don't want to cut a tag off a mattress, and that's very much true. That is very much true. Work all day. That's a tough one. I hate work all day. I couldn't. I like working, but I'd hate working all day. You work for yourself, Green Life, or are you at a job? No work. I work 3 days a week watching my. I think you said that. That's tight. That's awesome. I had to go to the hospital today. I went to the hospital today, OG. I wanted to get some things looked at, and then they directed me to go to some other places as well. I did that. Set some appointments. I went to the emergency room, which is probably not the wisest. It probably cost me too much to go there, but I don't even know what to say. I did it, and there's no turning back now. I was laying in the hospital, in bed, and my friend's like, "Why don't you go to the urgent care?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm already here. It's too late. It's too late." I'm in the bed, and I got no clothes on. Full time with benefits and multiple side hustles, hobby jobbies. Let's go. All right, I like it. I like it, Green Life. I need to get some medical insurance. I think that's one of my next things is buying a medical insurance plan. That'll be one of my next steps here very soon, even though I don't go to the doctor much and it feels like it'll become a waste because I don't go. I think it's time I get medical insurance. And that's a little worrisome. Yeah. So you guys enjoyed last night's conversation about life, about energy, about belief structure, about who you keep around you, so to speak? What'd you guys think about? What'd you guys take in from that conversation last night? Did anybody watch The Secret last night? It's almost cheaper to pay cash. Okay, OG, that's good to know. That's good to know. Did anybody go and watch The Secret after last night's video? I'm curious. That was one of my like suggestions slash homework for all of y'all. With resale, partially inconsistent benefits are expensive, and health is definitely important. Yeah, I don't know, Green Life. I don't know how that works. I almost looked into it before, but then I just backed out, you know. Back in Brentwood, I would go see the urgent care, and then I got a primary doctor, and her visits were like kind of cheap, but she also didn't do much, and I don't know how good she was. Dang, Navajo David, you got to watch last night's. Last night was a conversation and a half. Last night's was a conversation and a half. I look like Michael Jackson, bro. I look like Michael Jackson. It's just a thriller. Perfect for Halloween, huh? Perfect for Halloween. My job pays 100% insurance, so more spending cash for merchant units. Thriller. My job pays 100% insurance. That's nice. That's awesome. I know a lot of people work jobs for this reason. I know it's one way of doing things. A lot of people want to work a job because they get benefits, and I mean, I think that's good. I feel like if you can make a lot more money and pay for it elsewhere, you're going to be better, doing better. But those are like one of the things that I feel help us want to have a job, because we look at a benefit. So we're going to take way less money overall the rest of our life and have to work longer, because self-employment is going to potentially bring a retirement plan way better. But a lot of people want to work a job just so they can get those benefits that you don't even potentially use very often. It's kind of it's like a mind fuck. J Money, I'm just chilling, bro. I'm just chilling. I just been living life, and I don't really have a lot of words how to answer that. I'm just like, just chilling, just chilling. Let's just put it that way. What's up, Sue Eubanks? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'm just chilling. I want to come live again today. I don't know what I plan to talk about regularly, but I want to start doing regular lives. I want to start being here as kind of like, just like a, not quite a teacher, so to speak, but I want to start just being here and being the voice I once was. I used to always say, be the light in a dark place, right? That was like one of my things, you know. You got to learn to be a light in a dark place, and I'm possibly in a dark place right now, and I need my light more than ever, and doing these lives helps me be that light. And for that reason, I need to start doing them more, because I need to get on track. I need to get focused. I need to find myself in different ways, and I need to keep on track for my own programming and thought process. So doing these lives, I'm going to use in a tool to really help myself. Good, gotta go. Good luck to you and your fam. Let's go, Green Life. Thank you. I'll let them all know. I'll let them all know. I just told them now. That's how fast I am. That's how fast I am. What's this one? Scary doll. That's funny. These are hecka weird. These are hecka weird. Cringe. I'm gonna turn them off now. Let's just turn them off, because that's just too much. That's just too much. Back to work for me. See you again. All right, freaking awesome. You go do that. I hope work is good for you. I got to get back to work soon too. Not like this moment, but sometime in the near future, I got to start hustling and grinding and whining. I wouldn't say health issues, and it's something I've really never told anybody, but I should have dealt with it a while ago, and I'm just doing it now. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. It's not like life-threatening. It's something I've put off for a long time, and it's time to get it out the way so I can move forward. No, J Money, comics are gone, bro. I've been done with comics for a while. We're stuck on posters and animation sketches and cells right now. And I really haven't even sold in a couple days. I'm in like a fuck it mentality. I'm in just like a fuck it mentality, part of my French. I told you guys when I do lives, I'm gonna cuss, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not playing PC pirate no more. I'm tired of those days. Everybody does it. The Rock's the biggest celebrity in the world. He says the F word in every other damn post. And I'm not gonna sit there and sugarcoat for the world. I'm gonna be myself. But yeah, and thank you, OG. Yeah, it's just personal stuff, and it's not like life threatening, and everything's okay. Everything's okay. It was a good checkup. Got to meet a doctor, and yeah. How many of y'all like the doctor? How many of you like going to the doctor? Does anybody like going to the doctor? Put a L if you like going to the doctor, and if you don't like going to the doctor, put a D. Thank you, Jay Money. Thank you. If you guys aren't following me on Hustle, Grind, and Wine, my new YouTube channel, you definitely need to. You definitely need to follow me on my new channel. Now I'm going to go to a dermatologist, OG. That's what I got directed to do. I just didn't know, and I don't really have the answers, so I just decided to go to the emergency room, which was probably a dumb idea and waste of money, and now they're sending me to a dermatologist, so. Is what it is. I woke up, yesterday I decided we're not gonna be scared no more. I told myself I've had enough. I got enough. I got the worst things in this going on in my life, and I deal with them. We're gonna start dealing with this because this has been going on for like 6 years, and I woke up today and just went head on with it. That's pretty good. They're pretty good. I hope so. I hope so because it's not something I'm used to doing. I started going to the doctor at the beginning of the year and doing like medical things, and I had a primary physician in Brentwood, and I just haven't been back. There was no reason to. They said everything was fine back then. I went in like February or something, and they told me that everything. They tested me for everything and all my body parts and all these things, and the only thing really was I need to quit smoking, and that my blood pressure is a little high. It was like 5 points over, or maybe it was my cholesterol. I forget which one it was, blood pressure probably. But my blood pressure is always bad. Like if you ever take my blood pressure the first time, it's always bad. I think I get anxiety walking into a hospital, and I get anxiety when they take it. So my first blood pressure is always high. Not really, got to get established with the doc somehow. ER works, the medical field is broken. I agree with you, I bet it is. I bet it is. The blood pressure gets me. Every time they take my blood pressure and all that, it's like, I even told that you probably want to do it twice because they said I was like a 150 over 100 or something, or a 158. And yeah. And she didn't do it twice. She didn't do it twice. Castor oil and mushroom mixtures at any health food store. Colonial silver zinc for men. Super beets for blood pressure. All right. I think I have castor oil in the house and pills. Mushroom mixtures. I stopped doing shrooms a long time ago. Silver is kind of high to get, so maybe I use zinc. And super beet. I think I have beets powder or something actually in there. I get a lot of weird stuff off TikTok because TikTok always be like pushing the good things. It's kind of weird. They always say TikTok's bad for you. And the reality is TikTok tells you all the things you need to hear. They tell you the things you don't want to hear on TikTok. That's why they don't like it. They tell you it's Chinese this and so and that. But the reality is TikTok gives you all the news and information, everything that you should hear. And they don't want you to. I and ICU, RN, and I don't go to the doctor. I know, that's what's crazy. It's deep. It's deep. That's deep. That's deep that you don't like that, OG, just being there forever. But castor oil all over your body just after a shower. Just like literally rub it all over me. I take nano silver, okay. It helps with arthritis. I feel like I've been getting lightweight levels of arthritis, partly due because I probably hold my hands too much or my phone too much. Second is that I smoke too much, too many cigarettes, and it's a struggle. It's my struggle. I know I shouldn't be doing it, but I tend to smoke a lot of cigarettes. Water thins it down. Hello, brother. What's up, Pajush Das? What's up, Pajush Josh? Pijush, Pijush Das? I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm going to give you all the variables that I can come up with in my head to see if it works. Yeah, John, I know. I need to quit smoking. It's going to come. I started doing pretty good. I made it like when we first moved up here, I made it 10 days. And then all these things started plaguing me. These problems that are surfacing, these things that are going on in my life started plaguing me. And I went back to smoking. I choose cigars to get my nicotine fixes. Smoke in your lungs is not good. I know, I get it. Vapes are worse. Vapes are like 10 times worse than cigarettes. I used to vape, but then I find myself vaping everywhere. I'm vaping in my car. I'm vaping laying in the bed. I'm doing all this vaping all over the place that I don't normally do. For example, I don't smoke in the Ford. You know what I mean? I don't smoke in my car. I don't smoke in my house. But when I vape, I just be laying in bed like, and I go, it's worse. And it's already worse to do it. And then I'm doing it even more. So I went back to cigarettes because it's healthier. I'm just chilling, PD. I'm just chilling. I have chewed 6 pieces of nicotine gum since I woke up at 8 today. This is day 2. I get it. David, how much do you smoke normally? How many cigarettes a day do you smoke? So one thing let me tell you something that works, Navajo David, and it might work for you. Go down to Walgreens or CVS or something and get their lozenges. There's different kinds. There's circle ones, and then there's little ones that are like a little Tic Tac, and you can put them in here. Those work really good. The problem I have with those is that I suck on them all day long, and I feel like it hurts my lymph node gland. Right next to your groin is a lymph node gland, and I feel like I take so many of those that it starts to put a pain in that lymph node. And so I stopped taking those as well. I do not have an inversion table. I do not. 10 to 12, 100%, Brandon, 100%. There's statistical research on it. Everything about a vape is worse for you. The heating coils, the products, the consumption of it, what it does to your body, and it is like 10 times worse than a cigarette. 100%. That's why I just went back to cigarettes, because why do something that's worse just because it doesn't smell? No, thank you. Might as well just stick to cigs, you know? I have a subscriber here. They met me at the flea market not too long ago, and the gentleman is dying from vaping. He tried to quit cigarettes and started vaping, and it fried his whole body. He got liquid in his lungs and things like that, and kidneys and stuff, and it's way worse. I don't know. I would do your own research. First and foremost, I don't really generally believe a doctor. We discussed this last night. A doctor is somebody who is paid to go to school, basically. He is funded to be a doctor. And the schools, the colleges, are literally getting the money from the pharmaceutical companies to cover it, and they're teaching an agenda that they want taught. It's not necessarily that he doesn't know what he's talking about. It's that he's been fed something. He's been taught what to say. He will never say different. And then above that is the insurance company and the pharmaceutical company. And they all own all of that. So when you listen to a doctor, I really don't think half the time a doctor wants you to be better, because they don't even know how to be better. And that's my opinion. I'm not an expert. You can consider me wrong, and that's fine. I have my belief structure, and I will not step outside of that because it's the norm, right? A lot of people don't know how to disagree with that because they've been trained their whole life that the doctor knows everything and the medicine field is everything. But we had this discussion last night, and there was tons of nurses in there and other people, and most of us all agree modern medicine is a joke. It is not meant to heal, and we're potentially killing ourselves worse doing what we're told when we go to the hospital. I am not sure. It's 100% for sure less tar. Yeah, I agree, says Brandon. My doc been pushing me to quit for years. She finally, mine did too. When I started going to these appointments at the beginning of the year, you know, I knew that I was probably not the healthiest, but I was surprised. I was in great shape, she said. I could probably use a little exercise, like some muscle rejuvenation, et cetera, but she said I need to quit, and it's been my struggle. She gave me Nicotine or whatever, and I did one of those for a day or two, and the only thing I did when I put that patch on was I popped a lozenge in my mouth, and I chain smoked cigarettes. So I said, why the fuck am I gonna take this patch? It ain't working. And I did only do it for a day or two, but it's still, I didn't feel it. After like a couple hours, all I wanted to do was suck on a lozenge while smoking a cigarette. That's the type of person I am, you know? Brandon, smoking is bad, but cigarettes are the lesser of two. OG, thank you very much for clarifying that. We all know smoking is bad, so is my mental health. Smoking calms me down. I feel you, OG. That's where my head's at. My head is in the same place, and right now, like, again, we're not going to get into it, but I am dealing with some very troubling things. Heart problem, like, not like heart problems, but my heart and mind hurt. Let's just put it that way. My heart and mind hurt, and my anxiety is at really an all-time high, and it's the only thing that I got. I quit smoking weed recently, and I don't like to drink. My nails don't exist right now, and so I'm a chain smoker. It is just what it is. The nicotine gum tastes like black pepper. That's kind of tight, though. Black pepper's kind of tight, right? Don't you think? I kind of like black pepper. I fox with it. I put pepper on everything. Literally on like everything but ice cream and cookies. I'll put pepper on, you know? Boom. Relentlessly. Try a sucker or toothpick. Yeah, I like that too. It feels like everything I do, I overdo. Like I tried The fruity toothpicks on TikTok, there weren't enough for me. Um, I just chew them. It makes my teeth hurt. Gum makes my teeth hurt, and I have good teeth again. I went to the dentist at the beginning of the year. I got my bad teeth pulled. I got everything cleaned. Um, I went to American Lung Association when I quit 40 years ago. Motherfucker, how old are you, boatman? If you did something 40 years ago, like quitting, you have to not be young. We are all going to die. Choose to enjoy the time I have left. I feel you. I feel you, OG Carol, because that's the crazy part. A lot of people can do the healthiest things in the world, and they can end up with the biggest health conditions, right? The world is so crazy because we live by these rules, these programs we've had, and it doesn't even matter. You could do the worst things and live the longest. You could do the good things and live the shortest. You know what I mean? You can sit here and believe in everything that you're doing, and it might not do nothing. You know what I mean? Like we discussed like chemo last night, and we discussed all these different topics. And there is no real proof in anything. It's just, it is what it is. I believe it's all up here. It's literally all up here. That's why I don't want to know certain things about health sometimes, because you're going to drag yourself down. You're going to literally bring yourself down if you're not strong enough to defy the laws of energy. If you're not strong enough to defy the programming, what you're told, what you're feeling, the fear that sets in when you feel something's even worse than it is because of what you're told, you are going to be your own demise, because that's how laws of attraction and energy works. So very often I'd rather not know, because then I don't got to stress over it. And then, like for example, you go to the doctor and they're like, you got 6 months to live. How many people can mentally work past that? You're most likely going to manifest it to be less, because you've put a clock on it, and you could literally manifest these type of things via thought process. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. My grandfather smoked like a chimney and drank every day, did 28 years in the military, died at 82. Uncle Michael does. I've been on him for a long time. And he also, a lot of times I tried to quit, made it hard because I worked with him a lot. Now I'm not around him much, but I'm having a struggle quitting. But he 100% needs to quit, because he's like 122 or something and still smoking a pack a day. And that's dangerous at his age. Imagine being 122 years old and smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. Wild. You look like Wolverine's right ball when unshaved. So does your mom, Raccoon. So does your mom. But yeah, he's like 122 and smoking a pack a day. So I'm going to work on it. I feel that I'll be able to quit soon. I feel like I'll be prepared mentally, but right now I'm waiting for the things to pass. Right now I need the things to pass so that it's no longer ailing me mentally and emotionally. And then once that transpires, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not used to this live. If I remember, like on Whatnot, I like Whatnot. Yeah, he's 122, definitely. On Whatnot, the live feed works so much faster. What YouTube has always had this delay here, and that's bugged me, because like when you guys hear something, it literally takes 20 to 30 seconds to get there, and when you type something, it takes several seconds to get back to me. I always like Whatnot because that stuff's instantaneous. It is so on point that it's built on a more up-to-date digital system, where YouTube is antiquated, so to speak. David, I get that, but like, let's say you're ready. I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into it. There's so many variables I can throw out there. If you got some shit going on in your life like I have right now, I don't think if you woke up today and said you're gonna quit, you're just going to quit. You know what I mean? It depends on really how bad things are around you. Willpower is great, but I do think you need life to be a little calmer to make that decision. I've been ready. It's just my oral fixation. Like, I don't even like cigarettes. I am addicted to smoking. It's the physical smoke exiting and entering my mouth that I like. I don't like nicotine. I don't like cigarettes. I don't even think I really like weed. I think it's literally the smoke and the oral fixation. Death doesn't scare me. My life has been surrounded by it as a critical care RN. I live each day as it's my last. Um, I feel you. I feel you, OG. I don't like that type of stuff. I get it. One of the hardest things I ever had to do in my life was pull the plug on my mom a couple years ago. And it was shortly after a fight we had, and she became a vegetable after a stroke, and we didn't get to amend. I had to amend via her crying tears without doing nothing but going in a hospital as a vegetable and making the decision to pull the plug because they were keeping her alive via morphine and things like that. And death scares the heck out of me, and I get it has to come. I believe in life we are not equipped, we're not trained for this, you know what I mean? Like, maybe back in the day, death was different, but nowadays, people are not trained for it. You know what I mean? We don't know how to expect it or accept it. It's more of a fear thing. I bought 3 bags of Starlight Mans. That's what's up, David. That's what's up. See, I feel like whatever I do outside of smoking, I do that too much as well. I don't care what it is. Whether it's trying gum, I'm chewing too much gum. That might not be good for me. I'm taking the lozenges. I sleep with a lozenge in my mouth. No exaggeration. When I fall asleep, I leave the lozenge up there like you're supposed to, and I wake up with that mofo in my mouth. You know what I mean? It's whatever it is I'm doing, I do too much. I'm sorry, Mike, that's super hard. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. So, want to hear a story? I tell you guys about the monks, right? So we're on like day 6 or 7 of visiting my mom in the hospital. My sister's coming there, staying there. She became really close to my mom throughout the last couple years of her life. They made their amends. And on the last day, I decided to bring my monk with me because I've trusted this woman with my life. She has told me and shown me things that no one would ever know, almost as if God works through her, okay? And so I bring her to there. My sister's never met her. My brother's never met her. And she's just doing her weird Lao monk thing, the lady she is, and she's hanging out, and the doctors are wanting us to make a decision, and it's time, right? And they decide to pull her off the morphine, basically, or pull the plug, as they call it, I guess. And it was the craziest scene I've ever been in my freaking life. Have you guys ever watched, like, Willow, the old bone lady who was like the witch doctor underneath? It's the only thing I can think of comparing it, you know what I mean? Out of the blue, my monk lady jumps on the couch. Just jumps up, jumps on the ground. She slaps my brother across the back of the head. Beg your mom for forgiveness. She starts screaming. Mike, tell your mom you love her. Tell her you're sorry. She tells my sister, get on your knees. You guys need to forgive her right now and tell her you love her so when she passes, everything's fine. She starts fucking screaming. I'm like lost, right? I'm lost because as I told you, I had to stop talking to my mom 2 weeks prior because she went off the deep end and then she went into a vegetable. So I'm holding it inside of here. I'm holding it inside of here. And my mom, within 2 minutes, died. Within 2 minutes, my mom was gone. I had like 2 minutes to sit there and tell her, Mom, I'm sorry I pushed you away. I'm sorry that I did this. I don't hold no grudge. I know our life was tough. I don't hold no ill will for your drug addiction and your abuse you bestowed upon me. And I just saw the tears like trickling out the corner of her eyes because that's all she could do. And we were all holding her leg, and then you just feel it go cold. You can't fight, you're soft. Thank you, Telly. Real tough guy on the internet talking shit. I love you. You should get a bike and ride a little bit. Great for your health, mental state, and you will lose weight. Yeah, I've been losing weight, actually, to be honest with you, Lori Pope. I've been losing weight. I've learned in my life that stress is the #1 diet plan. Stress is the #1 diet plan, and I've been losing weight. The last couple weeks, I've lost like 14 pounds in like under 2 weeks. And it maybe not be the best thing for me, but it's just the thing that's happening. So I'm not going to argue with it. For now, I think I went into ketosis almost because basically I am intermittent fasting on a level because you're only supposed to take in so many calories, and I'm not eating anywhere near the calories that I am supposed to be eating right now. So I think I'm physically losing weight through ketosis, which is tight. I'll take it. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I am building a gym in my garage. I also, out of my last storage unit, I picked up like this 30-pound weight bag you put over you, and I'm walking around the property with it. I'm going up and down the staircases with it, and I'm gonna start using that more. So there's not many places to ride a bike around here. There's no sidewalks, et cetera, et cetera. I could go down to the lake and maybe ride around the lake, but I ain't trying to freaking go off jumps and fall off cliffs and stuff on a mountain bike because I really can't afford that. I can't afford to roll an ankle at my age. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is beautiful here, though. I'm glad you know that. It is very beautiful here. It is. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. Like, let me just show you. Like, I'll show you an example for all you don't know. Like, I'm in my garage right now. This is one of my garages. And then I just step out this door right here, look. Here's one of my other garages. You just step out there and it's beautiful, right? You come over here, let me show you another door. It's just beautiful everywhere right here. And that's one of the things I like about this place. It's peaceful. A lot of people don't like peace. Peace is important. I've learned that there is actually people in this world who peace brings them chaos. They need to create chaos because they struggle in peace. And I absolutely love peace. That's something I have learned, is that peace is essential. But I have learned throughout the process of moving here that there are people in this world who can't handle peace. It actually becomes a shutdown for them. They start to lose their mind. And that's wild. To believe it or not, can you imagine? I feel bad for people like that. I'm not going to lie. I feel bad for people who cannot find peace because that's what I've learned. I've learned that when some people get to a peaceful place, they become bored or scared and they need to create chaos in order to find peace. That's what I've learned from moving here. And I have been the exact opposite. Like, one of my favorite things is just to sit right there. Sometimes I just sit there and I do absolutely nothing. And it's beautiful. And I know I got to get back to work and I know I got to do these things, but I'm enjoying it. Life is short. Life is so short, it's not even funny. And a lot of people don't understand it. A lot of people sit here and they have this smug attitude that they're either going to live forever or that the years seem so long. And it's like a blink of an eye. It's like a blink of an eye. And I've become very accepting of peace. I do not like chaos. I do not like struggle. It actually pisses me off. It makes me shut down. This is just my backyard. This is just my backyard area. That's my little bathroom and shower back there. Technically, I got 2 RV hookups right here for people. They're on the circuit breaker right there. High Pirate is so beautiful. Thank you. I live on 10 acres in southern Arizona. I don't like neighbors. I'm done with neighbors. I've had it with neighbors. I don't want neighbors ever again. I like to be away from people. What are you doing, Bonnie? I live in Vegas, but I raced bikes for 25 years, so I see different places. Late joining. Why have you have a hospital band on your arm? I'll be honest with you. It's very personal, and I've told nobody for the 6 years that I've felt I needed to deal with this, and we're going to leave it at that. It's not life-threatening. I did speak to a doctor today, and I have an appointment with a dermatologist now. I'm going to get it taken care of on October 31st, and we'll leave it at that. But you're right. I did go to the hospital today. I did waste money at the emergency room. I wish I had spoke to a couple people first, and they recommended me to go to either a dermatologist or urgent care first because the emergency room was way too expensive for the time I spent there and what the doctor did. But whatever, I needed answers. I woke up yesterday and told myself, tomorrow I'm going to deal with this. I didn't wake up yesterday, but throughout the day, I figured out, like, it's time. And I woke up this morning like a bat out of hell, and I just went and dealt with it, which is what I should have done a long time ago. Thank you, Jewelry Addiction, my Jewelry Addiction. That's awesome. It is beautiful here. If you haven't seen my property, guys, feel free to go to Hustle, Grind, Rewind. And I have a very nice video called Homeless to Homeowner. It is one of my biggest videos I've ever made. It is a culmination of everything that I worked for. And some might look at it as bragging. And understand, if you watch my videos, I don't brag. I don't do this for ego. What I do, everything I've ever done for, all the transparency that I've ever done. Hold on a second, guys. I got to return this tech. So, everything I've ever done on this channel is for the world. It's not for me. I don't care if you think I'm the biggest piece of shit. I don't care if you think I'm the nicest guy in the world. I don't care if you think I'm the most poorest guy in the world or the richest. Nothing about me is based on ego. What I am is a guy who's walked the darkest valleys in life. I've been through almost everything, as we discussed again yesterday. And what I want to be is I want to help people. I want to be that light in a dark place. I want people to know they're not alone. I want everybody to know that there's a chance that they can look in the mirror and fix themselves. They can accept responsibility. They can take on all the hardships they've ever dealt with, and you're not the only one. And that is the way I've handled my channel since day one, is that I want to be that person. It's not about bragging. It's not about ego. It's not about having the most prettiest this person or the biggest gold bracelet, or it's nothing of that about me. It is for me to show you guys it don't matter if you came from the gutter. It don't matter if you have been a drug addict. It don't matter if you have been abused sexually or physically. It don't matter if you've been chastised, castrated, anything you can interject in this like an ad lib. You are not alone. There's no reason to A, ever take yourself out. There's no reason to B, ever let the world get the best of you, because it's all inside of you. And that is the person I've tried to be on this channel, and that is the person I'm coming back as. That is the person I'm taking hold of everything with on this channel moving forward. Glad you are taking care of yourself. That's important. Thank you, Bonnie. I use Direct Derm. They are really good. All right. Awesome. Sorry for asking. Hope you get everything sorted. No problem, Pauline. I'm a transparent person. I don't hide nothing. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care what anybody thinks. And I don't have an ego like that. I know a lot of people are. A lot of people struggle with that. They're so consumed by what people think or know about them because they're living the mirrors of an image they created instead of being transparent enough to and vulnerable. So I had a reading a long time ago when my dad died. I'll show you guys. And I do believe in these readings. And one of the things my dad told me was vulnerable. Let me see if I can see if that paper's over here. Upon my dad's death, I had a reading. I'm not going to say by who. But one of the things in his message was that that he's whole and he's warm again and he's grateful for his family. What he needed to tell me was that I need to let go of the fear of being vulnerable and just be authentic and let go of needing to know the things I don't know, which is very pivotal in everything I'm dealing with right now. And I 100% believe that he told me that. I watched you since you were in your car, and you've always said it how it is. Amen. It's funny, David, because some of the people closest to me that should know better think that I did all of this to impress you guys and not because I just cared about them. Isn't that wild? Isn't that wild? I've been watching your videos for years. I got your back. Let's go. I love that. I know I got the world behind my back. I know I got haters. We just had that guy talking about I'm soft in here. You know, I got people threaten me all the time on social media and you name it. But I know the universe is behind me. I truly believe I have angels watching me. I swear on everything. I truly believe I have angels watching my every move, and everybody who tends to try to mess with me, really, the universe takes care of them. It's crazy. I truly believe that. I've always enjoyed watching all your videos, and I've learned from you. You speak your truth. Thank you. Seeing the video, you are not bragging. You deserve everything that you have. You work so hard for everything. Thank you. And I want to cry right now. I don't want to cry. I do not want to cry. Watching your videos and others inspired me to start reeling. Thank you. That's awesome, my jewelry addiction. That's awesome. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that got you there. And you're even close by him. You got some jewelry for me out there in Fresno? I need some. Just got my hair cut and you're still on. Jack, I'm just about done. I got to go to an important meeting right now on the phone. Hi, Jack. Blessed. So true. You know you're doing great when the haters start coming out. I got a lot of them, David, and I don't even bother people. I really mind my own fucking business and bother nobody, but people seem to hate me, and I don't know why. Maybe it is they don't like my success, my resilience, my fortitude. I don't know what it is. I've always learned that people hate you for what they don't have or see in themselves. So it is what it is. I'm telling you, I got people that walk the flea markets I sell at and they troll me on social media. Oh, I see you all the time at the flea market. Well, bitch, come see me and say who you are. You know what I mean? You know who I mean? You don't sit here on a fake screen talking about you know me and see me. You know where I'm at. Run up on me. You know what I mean? Like, that's who I am. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of a person, you know? Part of my French. Again, I told you guys I'm not coming back to this channel PC. I'm not going to be up here not cursing. I'm not going to be up here saying things the way everybody wants. I'm going to say it how I want to moving forward. So please and thank you for that. They are jealous, plain and simple. It's true. They don't like your strength. People don't hate you. They just hate anybody doing well. I'm telling you, Pauline, there is literally, let me tell you this before I sign off. I know people personally who are so close to people, they will never see that the people that they trust were really jealous of where they are and they drug them down. They wanted them to go backwards, so they are back where they are, so they didn't feel alone because this person who was their best friend passed them up in life and it bothered them. And that is fucking crazy. That is wild. Wrap that around your head. That sometimes even the closest person to you will give you the worst advice because they don't like that you're doing better than them. And they will not tell you what you want to hear. And that is fucking wild. I can't even describe how I've seen it and I'm living it now. Pauline, well said. That's right. Amen. Well said. Insanity. And you know what they say? Insanity is doing the same things over, expecting different results. If you haven't tried every option and every time that you've tried something, it's not getting what you want, but you're failing to try the other things, that person might be insane. F the haters. I look forward to watching more videos. You no matter what, if it's number one. I'll get my next video out on Hustle, Grind, and Wine. Just know that you are OG and Raiders are the best. To the Raiders. I love y'all. I'm going to get up out of here because I got to get ready for my meeting. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Stay tuned. Make sure you turn your notifications set to all. If you're not getting notifications, turn them off and turn them back on to reset it. Hit the like and share button, and I'm going to get up out of here. Pirate out. Ha!